come in sets so you can get exactly the cards that you need. Make sure you check out my link in the description down below to help yourself and help the channel out. Let's crack this open. So right off the top, we actually have ourselves the usual watch the anime is what I usually say, but to be honest, I've been kind of sour on the Will Dress anime, so maybe don't. But we have ourselves box toppers again. We've had this since I think set 9, and this one is probably the best iteration of those box toppers because we have cards like the Meganologuchi here, the snake for I was gonna say Shoujo Doji, but he's not exactly for Shoujo Doji. So it has a lot of these really cool cards that we've been waiting to get for a long time as box toppers. And it was somewhat controversial in that it was revealed that we were getting these cards, but they didn't explicitly say that they were going to be as box toppers. We all assumed, but it wasn't written in clean text like, hey, these are box toppers. But it wasn't until now that we just find out. And these are two of the cards that everyone has really been wanting to get their hands on. I managed to get both of them in one box topper, which is really great. But the Versatile Assembler, which has been missing in action for a long time, and here we've got the Snake. So I'm really happy to see both of those. The packs themselves are, you know, pretty basic. As per the course for these, or par the course for these, we're going to go ahead. First try, there we go, very nice. Oh, we can keep doing that. For set 12. So yeah, the packs are pretty basic. As usual, I don't remember them having these nation symbols down here, but I might have just not been paying attention. And, yeah, it's a not so great teal color, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and crack into these. First up, we've got the Armed Arms L here for Silhouette. When this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater, if your Vanguard is Silhouette, you can counter +1, draw 1 card. We got ourselves the Lofty Soul Dragon. On rearguard auto, at the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. Retire this unit, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card with only Genesis in its clan, reveal it, put it to your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order, and if you did not reveal a card, choose one of your Vanguards, then it gets 5k to the end of the turn. Got ourselves the starter here for Misty Arc, Penguilmako here, very cute. We've got ourselves one of the quote-unquote Saikō cards. I don't know if I can really call them that, but this set gave support for each nation in the form of units and orders that support, you know, generic orders and generic units that support orders, if that makes sense. So every nation got cards like this that, for example, say that when this attack boosts and hits a Vanguard, you retire it, search your deck for up to a grade 1 grade 1, grade 2 or greater Blitz order that doesn't have Regalias, put it into your hand and shuffle your deck, and if you did, go ahead and discard a card. So each nation got one of those. We also got these new Bang Dream crits here. So these are actually playable in every single nation, in any single deck, even if it's, for example, in V Premium, you can actually use this. But this one here is the Pastel Pastelettes Shisato Shirasagi. So I believe these are all 1 per box. I haven't been able to explicitly confirm that, other than that, like, I've seen one in each box, but I think these are 1 per box. They're just vanilla triggers. We got ourselves here the normal order for Ezel, Reign Supreme, King of Beasts. Play this if you have a Vanguard with Ezel in its card name. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 grade 3 or less unit from among them. Call it to rear and it gets 5k at the end of the turn. Then shuffle your deck. Then we got ourselves a normal order here. So we got a bunch of normal orders and blitz orders for each nation in this set. Not counting the stuff that's specific to a specific deck. But I should say generic normal orders and blitz orders. But we got a serious fight here. So this says play this with Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards and retire it. At the end of that turn, discard a card from your hand, and you can choose a copy of this card from your drop and put it to your hand. And that is it. Got ourselves the clunky stroller here. I wouldn't thought this was going to be a Jorga card, but it's actually for Greedon. When this unit is placed on rear, if you have a Vanguard with Greedon in its card name, Soul Blast 1, choose a card with Desire Devil in its card name from your drop, put it to Soul, and this unit gets 5k to the end of the turn. Got ourselves the starter here for the Narukami encounter. Blanking out on the name right now. Vermilion? Yeah, Vermilion. Kaiser Vermilion. This is Spark Kid Dragoon. We got ourselves a Blitz order for Dark States. This one says you play this with Soul Blast 1, choose one of your Vanguards being attacked, and it gets 10k to the end of the battle. If you Soul Blasted a trigger for this cause, the attack is 20k instead of 10k. So this is actually not half bad in Dark States. You know, we kind of Soul Charge indiscriminately, and some decks even focus on having triggers in Soul. So this might actually be too bad. I wish it was a little bit higher shield value, then it'd be a little bit more playable. But, it is grade 2. Like if it was a grade 1, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but I don't know. Then we got the Swan Lake Oldie here, who has beautiful art. I really wish this was in rare, so we could have gotten this in FR. But each nation also got one of these grade 1s that just says when it boosts a grade 3 or greater, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you Soul Blast and this unit gets 10k. Whoopsie. Classic jump scare of the high priority card. We've got ourselves Drag Ritter Kasim here. This says act on rearguard circle, bind this unit, choose up to 2 face-up cards from your opponent's bind zone. Your opponent puts them on the bottom of your deck in any order. And if you chose 2 cards for this effect, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets 5k to the end of the turn. Not really super useful, but we got ourselves a double rare here for Shoujo Doji, which actually is useful. The Stealth Fiend Izasao. So when this is placed on rear, if you have a Vanguard Shoujo Doji in its card name, you can Counter Blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 normal unit with Stealth in its card name from among them, reveal it, put it to your hand and shuffle your deck. Then when this unit is put from rear into Soul during your turn, choose one of your opponent's face-up cards in the bind zone and put it in the bottom of the deck. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets 5k to the end of the turn. So that's a free way to bot deck your opponent's stuff. And ooh, yes, the beautiful Tamayura. We actually got a double hit here, double rare and triple rare. So we got the beautiful Will-O-Wisp Daybreak Tamayura. So when this unit is placed by writing from the Dipping Knight Tamayura, the original grade 3, you can search your deck or drop for up to 1 order card without Regalia's piece. I thought it said, oh wait, no, the Blitz, I'm sorry. So you can search, the reason I got mixed up is that you can search the Elementaria with this, but I just realized that that's not a Regalias. So that's why I got confused that it specifies without Regalias. But no, this is right. So yes, so you can search out any order without Regalias. It can be Blitz, normal, set. Reveal it, put it to your hand, and if you search your deck, shuffle your deck, and then you activate Persona Ride. So you have to do this part first. You have to search, then you activate the Persona Ride. Then it says when this unit attacks a Vanguard, you can bind the original Tamayura from your Soul. Choose up to 1 card with Ririmi and Rurami in their card names. Call them to rear. They get 5k at the end of the turn, and then at the end of the turn, you ride the original Tamayura that you bound as rest. So it allows you to go back to the original one. Hey, this is the Yell Ganon. This is one of the things where you boost a grade 3, your opponent's grade 3, so blast, get 10k. This is the Rabid Researcher, a very strange support card for Arkwright because she wants all monsters in her deck, but this is actually a, well, it doesn't matter that the race is human, it just doesn't have monster in the name. So this says when this is placed on rear, Counter Blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with monster and its card name from among them, reveal it, put it to your hand, shuffle your deck, and this unit gets 5k to the end of the turn. So it's a decent searcher, but again, it doesn't have the monster name, so we don't know if that's actually going to be played. You got the grade 1 for the ride line of Misty Arc here. This is the Misty Arc Londrina. So when this is rode upon by a grade 2 with Misty Arc in its card name, you can call this out to rear. And then on, actually, you have to call this out from rear. You don't even have a choice. Interesting. Then this says back row rear guard. If you have another rear guard with Misty Arc in its card name, and it was placed by unit ability this turn, your Vanguard, also, and if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, the front row rear guards in the same column as the unit get 5k. So it's worded a little clunky, but basically if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, doesn't have to be Misty Arc, but if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard and you place a Misty Arc card by an ability, then whatever's in front of this gets 5k. You can continuously keep doing that. Then we've got ourselves a Boulder Hole Monster Skelrilpede here, which just says, during your turn, we have a Vanguard with an original attack 15 or greater. This guy gets 10k power. I mistakenly thought that you can actually use this in Arclight. You can, but I thought like its ability would activate for Arclight for some reason, but it would have been crazy because this could have been 28k as a grade 1. Got ourselves a reprint of the Dragon Tree marker here. And then I think our last card here is the Stealth Dragon Dual Wielder. So this says, when this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard Treasure Doji in its card name, counterblast 1 and bind another rear guard. Choose a face-up card from your opponent's bind zone, put it on the bottom of the deck. If you did not put a card, choose a unit card from your bind zone with Stealth in its card name. Grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, and you may put it to your hand. So this might end up letting you get keys. Okay, sorry about that. Let us find some music to play real quick. Like, what is this? Sure. We'll play an oldie but a goodie. 37. And you guys can't hear a damn thing. Whoops, that is loud. You guys owe me your eardrums. Alright. There we go. I should not be as loud. Let's look at that. How's everyone doing today? Hey Show, hey Docs, hey Ek. What are you kids up to? Hey Zaru. Bro will get a good card when they release the Eugene upgrade that makes him tier 0. I don't know about tier 0. To the point where they ban 5 cards to make his deck less impossibly broken. Eugene will never be tier 0 because they release Gandiva. And they're not going to have 2 decks that do the same exact thing be the best deck at the same time. So, how much for me to participate in the BAF stream? Just another 1 sub. So 1,000, just 1,000 BAF stream, 1,001 show participants in stream. BAF stream. A waste of streamers. Packing up the splits from this case at the moment, then updating all your decks. Very nice. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately. I've been looking forward to this set a lot because it's really fun in terms of like the different decks and stuff you can play. But as long as you don't like, you know, compete competitively or meet a Gandiva player or whatever, you know, you'll be fine. You have a great time. So today is gonna be a bit of an odd day. We're gonna be all over the place. Because I want to do one. I spent too much time yesterday trying to make a tier list or template tier list for the Bang Dream crits. I spent way too much time on that. So we're gonna try and do that on stream today because I didn't have any time today to actually record a video on that. So we'll do that live. And I also want to take a look at the survey. I had already taken a look at it, but I haven't filled it out. So we're going to fill that out. I won't turn that into a video because everyone's already done a video on that. But I do want to at least fill it out. So we'll do that first. And then, of course, we'll do some hero testing. Since we got the new, like, Asta or something like that. I forgot her name. The new hero that opens the possibility to, like, 8 attacks and, like, crazy shit. So we'll take a look at that. Here it is. And then we will eventually do the tier list. And we'll see where the night takes us from there. But that's what we have on the agenda for today. You picked up your Dolphin promos, put 3 Bs on Grand Fia, and called it a day for set 11. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's going to really do much, but... Play on Gandiva twice with base drag Jewel. Yeah, I mean, Gandiva's not really, like... that big of a deal. It's more of a problem with like just the like format and like mechanically how it's structured. Cool. Sorry, it's also mail day. Just got my mail, so I just got an FR of the Minerva card, the grade 1. So that's cool. It's just mainly just because I have the formatted structured right now, right? There's just no ways to handle the fact that Gandiva scales to like crazy numbers, right? Even if they have no cards in hand, they still have like 10 cards in bind zone. They have double Persona Ride, and there's just really no way to handle that. Got myself an Erd. This is Shadowverse Evolve. And that's really the big issue, I think, which is why, you know, the program before were so obnoxious, because you had Eva throwing in with all her crits and shit, but then you also had Jet just fucking plowing through and scaling like crazy. So it's just the fact that we have no real effective way of handling scaling, I think, is the biggest issue. The fact that Gandiva retires is one thing, but it's just the fact that he scales up. Alright. Are the Welsters you're selling from your deck profile of him? The Welsters that I'm selling? Probably. Because I did that before I got the SPs, and now I have the SPs in my Welster deck. So then I took those out and I started selling those. Make sure you complain that the distributor of Latin America sucks. Give us better one, so we get the sets the week they release. You don't get them the week they release. Ban all G decks, problem solved. No, because then Gandiva still scales, so that doesn't solve anything actually. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, whatever. We'll leave that song. It's fine. What display are we using here? It should be. Hopefully I get it right this time. This one. Hey, there we go. We did it right. Okay. So let's bang this survey out of the way. And someone please remind me in 10 minutes to take out my potatoes from the oven before they burn. My second round was a cool tech in Gandiva. It was like Crumrine or something like that. Made me bind my own cards that were non-triggers. So like a Shoujo Doji card? Are you sure you didn't just face Shoujo Doji? Choice was like Gandiva? Nah, that's not gonna do anything. Hitting Gandiva is not gonna solve anything, honestly. Even if it loses Best Harvest, it's not gonna make a huge difference. Gandiva was a card from set 7. Oh, I mean, yeah, there's a couple of cards that do that. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, but anyways, let's go ahead and start this survey here. Have I bought or played any of the following TCGs? So we currently play this. I have heard of this, but I have not bought it yet because I'm waiting for the Guilty Gear set to come out. Rebirth to you, for you, and Blau, I have heard of them, and I'm currently playing Shadowverse. Next in Japanese, I guess. I don't hate Willista or Bastion for set 12. Should improve things. Well, apparently everyone thinks set 12, the meta for set 12 is horrible, so I don't know about that one. It's probably, I'm thinking it's the dog. It's probably the dinosaur from. No, I don't think that was set 7. There is some dinosaur that binds your opponent's cards. I do remember that, but I don't know if it was set 7. It might have been set 8. Set 12 Stinky Bastion meta, yeah. We don't have the owl. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be set 13 where we get the owl as a sneak peek promo, but we'll see how that goes. How long have I known about CurlyHairedVanguard? This one's tricky because I've technically known about Cardfight since the start. I just never started playing it, so I guess we'll say more than 10 years. Yes, indeed, Dinosaur RAR XD. Bazin does a nuclear board every turn and scale stupid. He also is hard weak to rushing. Everyone's hard weak to rushing. But I think the thing with Bastion is just that he's just really sack crazy because he gets a bunch of trigger checks. Thanks to the fact that rear guards can get triggers, so it's more or less a restanding Vanguard deck, considering it does restand a unit that gets drive checks. But have you bought or played CurlyHairedVanguard since you found out about it? Used to, but not anymore. Yes, continue to buy or play. Yes, sometimes. Did not buy or play until 2021, I think. That's when Overdress started, right? Yeah. You're playing a Dana promo. Vanguard, it works better than you'd expect. Yeah, I know. A lot of people were shitting on it, and I was just like, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I'm pretty sure they're gonna release some other stuff as well. Like, I'm sure it's not like the very best deck, obviously, but I don't know. People just have these crazy expectations that a deck is either the best thing that ever happened or just automatically just sucks. Like, there's no middle ground, apparently. Need to come up with a list for Claudine. Yeah, me too. I tried it a couple streams back and I could not figure it out, but we'll have to see if I can cook something up. From the following, choose the option that best describes your relationship with CurlyHairedVanguard. I guess I'm technically a tournament player. Here's the meat and potatoes. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions for CurlyHairedVanguard below, specifically for the product contact, card text, or illustration related. How do we break this up? I feel like I have a lot more to say about the anime than I have to do about the actual product. Not that I don't have anything to say. I'll shout what I come up with. Perfect. I haven't bought sealed products since they stopped the SPs. The 1 per box thing was hype, and some of us don't have curly luck. Yeah, honestly, the SPs were so good. Like, it was so good to actually be able to open a box and get something. The recent sets, they're doing that, but like in a different way, because like set 10 is gonna open because there's a chance you'll get a mask, and that's like 20 bucks, so you get half your money back. And then there's the like Saikō cards, which you can never have enough of those. And then set 11 has the crits that are 1 per box, so that's nice to have, right? But yeah, and there's like 12 or something secrets, so and the rate of those I think is higher than it was ever before. So opening boxes for 10 and 11 is not bad. The contents entirely is not the greatest, but yeah. Yes, if you have a list, please share it with us, Plant Mama, please. I don't have an issue with card text. I don't have an issue with illustration, but I would like more alt arts. I feel like everyone's been saying this, but more defensive mechanics. I'll flesh them out, but I'll just type in those bullet points for now. SPs instead, FFRs, or make FFRs 1 per box. Better blitz orders that you'd want to run. Yeah, they'd have to first make make them playable more than once per turn, I think, or make them like really easy to get or something like that. Set 11 blitz are a decent start for the blitz that don't suck. Work off that to make blitz better. It's just the fact that it's not the fact so much that the effects are bad, it's just that they're inconvenient to play because you have to like actually get them and whatnot. And I know they added a bunch of random crap to let you search them out, but no one's really gonna play that. I'm not gonna hit a Vanguard to CB1 to search a blitz order, like you're or retire a unit. That's just too much work. But trying to think of what else product specific. Better commons would be nice. Less Vanguard restricted cards. I think that's about it. Make the promo reprints and set promos that actually matter. I mean, we got decent ones. We're starting to get decent ones finally, but yeah. I think that probably falls under tournament, or maybe not. I don't know. Promos, fine. I'd have them be part of the core set instead of box hoppers. Box hoppers are okay because they're actually a lot cheaper and they're really cheap to get. But of course, if you don't have an online market, then yeah, that's a different story. Less triple R's that are important. less triple Rs that are important. I don't think they really do that. They do promos that are important, and they do Saikō cards that are like optional, but they're not like do or die. Because most decks really only run like 2 or 3 triple Rs aside from the like Vanguard, the main Vanguard. And the only real exceptions are like the crazy supported ones like Bruce and, you know, Nirvana that get a card every set. Other than that, I don't think that everything is that reliant on triple Rs, to be honest. Yeah, the recent box toppers have been solid. Have been topping. Actually, less triple Rs introduced in general. Are you saying that they should do that, or they are doing that? I think it means triple Rs that became mandatory staples now? Really? Yeah, we haven't really had that. Like, Brainwash, I guess in the terms of like staple, in that it can be played in multiple decks, yes, but in terms of like you need to play it, not really. We haven't really had anything like that, aside from the stuff that's for that deck, but then there's only like one, right? Alright, so I think that's about it for product. In general, I have Vanguard product content, yeah, product content to range from serviceable to unsatisfying. Speaking someone who enjoys the game, plays competitively, and creates content for the game, I think these points should be addressed. Should introduce less triple Rs? Why should they? They don't even have that many. I mean, I think because it's split up between nations, that I don't really think they have an issue with that many triple Rs, because there's only like 4 or something like each set for each nation, so I don't really think it's that much of an issue. But playing heroes on CFA, yes, we will be. After I do the server, we'll play heroes. Hopefully, be very happy and find out they're like super strong or something like that. And then we're gonna do a tier list for YouTube of the Band Dream kits. Where we can have a ride line where the boss card is a double R. I mean, that's kind of like a different issue in its own, I think. But we do have, you know, Graham Grace and all the other promos technically. But yeah, triple R, like more non-promo, I guess, bosses. But like, I don't think finding the promo bosses has been that big of an issue, because they're not like highly sought out, because they're not super good. But of course, if you don't have promo distribution, that all stems behind promo distribution. But yeah, after the last night, I had to make sure my hero stuff was on its way. Nice. I can imagine some of that stuff is probably getting bought out right now. I'm going to check my potatoes. None of you reminded me. How dare you? All of you. For shame. Okay, crisis averted. Potatoes are okay. Tier list of the Band Dream crimps. So we're about to start. Yeah, I know. Especially considering I know nothing about Band Dream, it's gonna be something. So better commons and rares. starting with set 9, there have been several cards printed in the C and R slots that are only usable in Mask or Dragon Tree decks. However, they are not played in Dragon Tree or Mask decks. As their effects are not very good in those decks. This makes these cards completely useless. This is an issue as these are the highest, these are in the highest quantity in quantity in a box and are the cards a player will most get. Having these cards be playable slash usable slash enjoyable would make them more satisfying to see in a box rather than just being pack filler. I hate words. I think I ever typed on stream before, so you guys are gonna realize that I just can't spell anything. I can't spell any fucking words, bro. Nothing. I'm the absolute worst. Price China is the king of good commons. He's a R, I think, but yes. Well, kinda. He's only really used in one deck, but in theory, yes. In theory, yes, he is very good. Even though my my fiance calls all of the like Aquaforce looking cards, she calls them all shooters, even the ones that have a lance. Like Price Trident, and I'm just like, he's not a shooter, he has the lance. But whatever. Anyways, also for the anime, I think it'd be cool if they'd wrap to do one of the openings. I don't think that would be very cool, actually. Remember to talk about frame rares and how SPs are cooler? Yep, I have that. And reprint sets should not have 30 cards per box. What do you mean by that? Boards are indeed overrated. Hey, at the Quintum, how are you doing? And Roxas of Malice. Neither is anyone these days. Trinan's a promo. Is it a promo? No, he was in like set 3. Yeah. I know, because I got a case for him and I hung on to like all of the copies of him because I was just like, bro, this is a good ass card, and then you only use them in fiber. And it's sometimes in like Magnolia or something like that, but that's about it. Less Vanguard restricted cards. With the nation system, the expectation was that more cards would be usable in different decks rather than just the deck they were designed for. This would allow for more creativity in deck building and in play. However, instead we have received the two extremes of this. The Saikō cards that can be used in any deck, and cards that can only be used in a specific deck with a specific Vanguard. It would be nice to see some kind of middle ground. Granted, they're starting to do a little bit better job of this. Like the Foot Wolf Girl that they released today works in both Unica and in the Cat Dragon, so they're not doing a horrible job. And they've started combining like the lyrical girls, so they get double support, and they have stuff like the Leonore and Granfia stuff. That stuff is good. I like that, but that's still name locked. I would rather it just be something that is meant to be played in Leonore, but can be played in Granfia or Magnolia or Flagberg. Maybe it's not as good. It's, you know, harder to achieve, whatever, right? Something maybe kind of like Inlet Pulse, but not as ridiculous as Inlet Pulse, but something around those lines. It just has an effect that can be used in another deck, right? Even if like it has, you know, 5 lines that say, oh, must be turn 3, must be fucking Leonore, and you must have all 5 Leonorns, and you have to have them in SP, and they have to be in your deck, in a shrine, whatever, right? But then have one text on top that says, like, I don't know, I get 10k if it's the 4th attack. Something like that. So it's at least, you know, viable in other decks. That's all I'm really asking for. But it just really is, like, 2 extremes. I'm being cucked out of the reprint set is just... I don't know what you guys complaining about this. I think you guys are taking that too much to heart. Because, like, you just got a reprint in Festival Collection, and then you're just getting a reprint in set 4, and now you guys want another reprint. Like, I know reprints are great, but, like, I don't know. I feel like we can wait a set or 2 before another lyrical reprint, but, like, I get Yuika is still $40, but I really don't see it like that's the worst thing in the world that they're not included there. But imagine not wanting very uncultured, I guess so. Being too generic can also be a very bad thing as Yu-Gi-Oh! There should be a middle ground. Yeah, like, I'm not saying it should just be every card, every deck, every nation should just get a card that says draw 5 cards when you play this, but, you know, something that does something, right? Stuff like Roseum, yeah. Why her dogs out? Dogs are out there. Cray Elementals. I don't know if I want Cray Elementals. Funny enough to use that example because Inlet was good and exactly one of the other decks besides that intended was splashed in. Yeah, but at least you could splash it in. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it has to be good, right? I'm okay with them being bad. I'm just saying it should at least be playable, right? If I get... Nowadays, I open a pack and I get like a double rare or triple rare. I can't use it except in that specific deck, and that's kind of pointless. That was one reprint. What about Ophelia, the Grade 2 L Steel card? They're expensive, not just Eureka. Is there only one reprint in Lyrical 4? I'm pretty sure there's more than one reprint, right? It can't just be Eureka. There's no way. I was under the impression that it was like they were doing another wave of reprints. With set, fine, well, we'll use this so you guys know exactly what I mean. With the release DB206, there was a switch made from using special from using hollow and special parallels, whatever, to instead use frame rare. What is FFR? Full frame rare? Is that what it is? Full frame rares instead. This also came with a reduction in the pull rates for these cards as the SP was originally 1 per box. This made each box unique and exciting to open, even if a player already had all the cards in that set. Fars in general have not been as widely liked as SP, as the frame does not always, I don't know what other way to say it, mesh. What's that say, mesh? Mesh well with the card art that is in front of it. Instead now there is not as much reason or enjoyment in opening a box that a player already has the cards they need for already. The sex, what is cool animal? Yeah, they're all cool. Sex are cool, but that's just because sex is cool. They're all cool, but that's just because they're basically SPs, right? They have like different arts too, which they should still do. Those are awesome. I like those better than some of the DSRs, but there's got to be some kind of middle ground. Like I think we can keep FRs and then do SPs. That'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. Or like do something, man. Just make something once per box. Once per box. Make something one per box, right? This is already covered above, right? I disassociate. Disassociate and come back to sex is cool. Am I wrong? You're gonna sit there and look at me like I'm wrong? More defensive mechanics. In overdress, I guess I should specify this is all going to be overdress, specifically for the standard overdress format, as that is the format I play the most. I want to play V, but you guys are going to kill it, so I don't feel like investing in that. And I want to play P, but every time I try to play P, I just go online and everyone tells me that P is the worst thing that ever happened, while at the same time encouraging me to play it. But so sex is not cool according to who? According to who? Make sure to specify, but don't attack this. Don't take this as a hint to make denial griffin cards. I don't know what that means. Play P. I'll play P if people want to play P. I am going to. I don't think I've said this yet, but I'm going to not Rosemount. That already happened. Duluth or whatever the fuck it's called. The Georgia BCS. I'm gonna go out to that, and since I'm going out to BCS, I haven't done that yet. I'll probably. I shouldn't say probably. I'm gonna go for both days. I usually just go to the one that's in New York, New Jersey, and just go the first day. But since we're flying out somewhere, I'll go the extra mile and go the second day, which is gonna be premium. So I have like 2 months to prepare for that. So I'll definitely be playing premium in the next couple of months. But I definitely do have a bad taste in my mouth every time I hear anyone talk about premium. So I'm a bit defensive or apprehensive. I don't know, words are hard. Yeah, so excited about that. Daniel Griffin was the asshole that retires your cards during your battle phase. He was must not be repeated under any circumstances. I mean, we already have that in standard technically as a blitz order, but okay. In overdress, it was quite disappointing to discover that all cards have at most 5,000 shield. This has made it there. This has become no. This has made it so that guarding early is very important. As many decks will be near unguardable after their grade 3 turn unless you have a PG. This has become a much larger issue, as right now most players, myself included, feel that decks can only compete right now if they are able to amass several triggers in hand in order to survive the player's offensive. This makes the game feel very swingy, where triggers have a huge impact. And can easily decide games based on whether they were checked or guard or available to guard. There have been many suggestions brought forward by the community, such as ordering all grade 1s to have 10,000 shield, removing the restriction on blitz orders of being once per turn, introducing an extra deck. Can I say extra deck? Is that okay? Maybe I should say outside of deck. Outside of deck mechanic. Outside of main deck. Yeah, that's more specific. Outside of main deck mechanic that and outside of main deck defensive mechanic similar to premium's G-Guard, etc. I think these are all good options to explore, but would also appreciate some new and exciting ways to guard and protect myself on my turn that didn't just revolve on having certain cards in my hand or just having a lot of cards in my hand. So I don't know. Like, I think they need to do something where I guess I can add on to that. There have been some cards that have effects to gain extra shield, and these have been helpful in the decks that can play them, as they are part of that archetype. however, other cards as part of that archetype and have other effects, however, other cards that only have shield value are have not been able to see play, as using them for that purpose only is not beneficial enough. So yeah, we just need like every card, every triple rare or double rare that they print for whatever deck, it needs to have like extra shield value. That should just be a requirement at this point for every deck. Every deck should just get, they should just do like a fighters collection that is either like an errata of like a bunch of like 2 cards from decks that are still played to this day, or replacements for those cards that are like just upgraded versions of them with different art, whatever, but they also have just some kind of extra shield value, and make it interesting so it's like dependent on like the deck. So if it's like for Barrel Magus, prints like a Selfish Engraver that still does Selfish Engraver stuff, has some cool sexy art, but then also says that like for every 5 cards in your soul, get 5k shield or something like that. You know, same thing for like Eugene, whatever, open rearguard circles or whatever, but it's still Orlando or Travis or something like that, right? That's what they kind of need to do, and I think that'll really work. Honestly, just add the heal grade 3s from B or something close enough. I don't really like the heal grade 3s, to be honest, because I don't know, I have an issue with the effect those heals, just because like I hate how narrow they make deck building, where it's just like you have to play these because they're so good and there's just no real reason to play anything else. I feel like that's I feel like they went too hard with those heals. I feel like they did a better job in, you know, Overdress, where there's like different type of heals and you can choose which ones to use for which situation. I think that's a much better approach than having a bunch of effects stacked on one card that you just have to play. But I joined the stream to see FR and FFR standard on screen. The only person in all of existence that likes FFRs. Using the Regalia Blitz in a lot of decks. Yeah, I've been using that as well. The anti-OT doesn't matter, just being an extra 25k shield often makes a big difference. Yeah, the anti-OT does make a huge difference, because if you guard with it and your opponent happens to check OT, whatever they give the 100 million for just does no damage. So it actually comes up more than people think. But yeah, the 25k just 1 card guard is very good. So I've been seeking that into whatever decks don't need the Forbidden Doll or the Chalice. That doesn't, you know, I don't think any decks really need that right now. But if they made PG draws again, there'd be 4 extra deck slots for running Blitz more comfortably. I'd be kind of okay with that. I have another issue with that I'll maybe mention later. But basically make the extra shield value a plus, not the main effect. Exactly. Yes, that's exactly what it should be. Problem is those heals are too situational. Not really. They were initially, but they made it a lot more useful, right? They've been a lot more useful lately. Maybe not specifically lately, but since they came out, like sets 6 and 7 and 8, those heals were really useful. But now, because of Gandiva and, you know, Ballista hitting for such huge numbers, it kind of doesn't matter enough. They have to like get extra power or something like that. But they should have found a way to scale those heals with the game somehow. But anyways, the borders look good on some of them. It makes the art pop out more. That's my issue with it, though, is that SPs look good for every card, no matter what, right? No matter what the art is, the SP looks good. FFRs don't always look good. And that's the main issue. They've done a better job with it recently, but it just doesn't always look good. So I would rather something that always looks good and is 1 per box than something that sometimes looks good and is 3 per case. So like I have a 0.2% or 0.20% chance or something like that of getting one. That math can't be right? So hold on. I want to do the math real quick. So there's like what, 20 boxes per case. 3 of them have FR, so it's 3 divided by 20. 15. I oversold it. It says 15% chance. You have a 15% chance every box you grab that there'll be FR in there. That's crazy. Some of the ride deck hats are good defensively, but it needs to do more. Yeah, and I just don't like it. I just don't like that they're like, you know, they're basically Saikō cards. I don't like that they're extra cards that you have to play in your deck. I want them to be baked into the archetype, right? Like, that's what I was saying. Like, they need to just print like previous cards but will have shield value all of a sudden. That's what I need to do. Also, I'm still of the option that FFR, if FFRs had made the same rates as SPs, would have liked it more. Definitely, they would have been a lot more likable. We still would have wanted SPs, but we would have definitely been okay with FFRs, right? Appreciate the gem cats. More is 20k shields. Yeah, but I just wish they were like actually part of the archetype. Like, I don't know. But all right, this one's an interesting one. More alt arts. It would be interesting and exciting to see cards reprinted in alternative styles, especially if it is done with a certain theme in mind, such as cards drawn by cards redrawn by one illustrator. Focused on some kind of event, beach, winter, etc., or some type of aesthetic. 3D models, clay, watercolors, etc. This would allow reprints to be this would give an opportunity to create more reprints. I've spent way more time on this than I thought I was going to create more reprints, as well as make as well as entice as well as excite casual consumers who would like to collect these cards. So basically, without spelling it out, basically stuff like how like Pokemon does like those cool cards that like they're made out of clay or like stuff like that, or just like specific themes or stuff like that. They should really do that. Like how the lyrical set is all Halloween stuff. Do that, but like for other stuff. Release it on time, god damn it. I'm tired of getting fucking summer stuff in the winter or fucking Halloween stuff in the winter. Bro, if there's an alt art Flagbird with a I'm gonna cry. Yes, that sounds so great. Release like a Christmas set. That would be so awesome. Reprint Santa Dragon. Reprint all of the like bosses, but I was like, you know, as Santa, as the Easter Bunny, as like, you know, stuff like that. Like, that would be so dope, right? So cool. You can make those once per box. They can be fucking flat. They can be box toppers. I don't know. That would be so cool. That so many people would buy those. The distribution of tournament promos has been met with a lot of issues in areas outside of Japan. Not all shops are receiving promos on time, in enough quantities, or actually using them to distribute to players. You jerks, shops that take all the tournament promos and just sell them online like Pause Kaka, and then sell them for like $100. Eat my ass. In general, the approach makes sense to make powerful sought out promos that will fill seats in local game stores. However, it is not being carried out as such, and is instead providing much stress and heartbreak for players who need these cards but cannot get them in their areas, and resellers attempt to take advantage of them and the situation. I think that makes sense. Actually, no, I don't want it, because if I see Welsh Santa, I'm gonna go fire on Twitter for barking. Make Welstra in a Santa hat for me, please. As a Triple Drive reprint set is doing alt art now, yeah. Question is, what reprints did they choose? That everyone wants. To quote the caster is setting the bar quite high. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't said anything about that. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. The only thing I've noticed and mentioned is that they specifically said only Dragon Empire and Catch Sanctuary are getting new cards, which is kind of interesting because it's like right after Luard and Shiranui get deck sets. So that's the only real thing I can think of, because they said something about Triple Drive. But a lot of people are saying that it's just going to be like what if mask scenarios. Both of the mask scenarios are kind of cool. I don't want more mask decks, but fine. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just wait and see what happens. Just specify that the promo should not be mandatory to make decks work. They should just reprint the promos in sets later on. Perhaps some of these promos should later be reprinted in sets, in future sets, sooner rather than later. In general, some promos also arrive very late, in terms of release timing. Some decks are dead on arrival because their promo has not been released in English yet, and would not release for a couple more months. Lastly, while this has been corrected, while this has been done well lately, please continue to be transparent and timely with the announcements of upcoming promos in English in the release window. I think that made sense. Tell you that mask for Dragon Empire Keter. Both of them got a mask Hydra, whatever, but no mask boss. Reprint them as part of the set, not box hoppers, yeah. Because kind of like how Green was like a what if mask, Dragon Empire and Keter would have one too. I just don't want more mask decks, bro. But yes, that would be cool. Whoa, I forgot I updated those. Thank you, Captain Hellaman, for the subscribe. I mean, the Grade 4 promo wasn't pointless, and that one didn't come as late, but yeah, there's like, I'm mainly talking about like the Vanguard promo that came like dumb late, but, and like Versatile Assembler and stuff like that. And I also want to say Impuza, but okay, I think that's enough for that. I had another point, but I forgot it. Hopefully it wasn't too important. Tournaments, related events. In general, official tournaments have been rather enjoyable. However, I would like to request a few changes. More side event. I shouldn't even say more, there just isn't really any side events. It would be nice if non-competitive players could enjoy their time at official events, and by having things for them to do come aside from just free fight. This could include this probably wasn't important. I think it was important, that's the problem. This can include anything from quiz shows, scavenger hunts, like I'm deadass. I'm about to go to maybe I won't do it, I don't know, because it's gonna be in Japan, but I want to go to Worlds and just fucking do a bunch of random shit, just have like a giant board and ask people like whose foot is this or something like that, like just have random game show style things and just give people like random packs if they win, because I know they're not gonna do it, so I'll just volunteer to do it until they kick me out. But since a lot of people there might be speaking Japanese, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that, but we'll see. Anything from quiz shows, scavenger hunts, anything different from just card fighting, but related to card fighting. Best of 3. I believe that at least the top 4 deciding matches should instead be decided by best of 3 instead of best of 1, as it allows for more exciting and decisive competition. What was the other one I was gonna say? I keep remembering stuff now, and I'm absolutely forgetting them. That's the one thing. Was a huge drama thing here. Why would that be huge drama? Do a coward have a translate? I do everything. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. Hi, Docs and I are packing splits, but I got anxious reading all your feedback that you spent forever on. Maybe copy and paste it somewhere in case you hit submit and forget. it's too long and deletes it. Yeah, absolutely. I've subconsciously I've felt anxious as well, so thank you. I appreciate that. Let's put that here. It doesn't even look like that. Oh, because it's the lines are going all the way that way. That's why. There you go. Thank you for that, Ellie. Sorry about that. Sorry for the secondhand anxiety attack, but much appreciated. What was I gonna say about tournaments? For Bushinab, we did best of 3 locally. Yeah, we do that too. In my, even with Bushinab, we still do best of 3. You just have to report 1 win. It doesn't make a difference. You do best of 5. For Bushinab, it doesn't really matter. Tournament statistics. It would be beneficial to see more tournament statistics for official English side. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, hold on. I remembered what it was. The thing here. It was how do I word this? Expand support in Latin America. I don't know if that's encompassing enough. Latin America. Hopefully that makes sense. There is a huge need for more support in Latin America for Vanguard. Can I say penalty? For Vanguard product and tournament support. Many players are unable to compete due to no official events, comma, or some being vastly too far away. As well, comma, there are many areas where card shops are not supporting Card Fight Vanguard, and unfortunately the ones that do are receiving products extremely delayed or not at all. That's for mi gente over in Latin America. Hopefully Latin America is enough of a broad term that it covers everything that's not America on the northern hemisphere or the western hemisphere. Yeah. It's too long, therefore we could not read everything into consideration. Thank you for your time. Oh no. How are you not at the character limit? This was a college thesis. I saw a different fights video and I think his was about as long as mine, but I don't know if there's a character limit, so I guess I did copy it, so we'll see what happens. If not, I'll email it to them personally. This is getting to you no matter what. Is there more CFA support than Euchre support in my country? Granted, small state in the US, still bigger than my country. From side, what? Why did I say side events? English side, especially from an overall perspective, instead of just what the top 8 players, no, not even, they don't even do that, top 4 players were playing. Seeing deck rates for the whole event would be very interesting, as well as any sort of metadata that can be comprised. There we go. Oh, all right. Oh, it's what is an S. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I meant to say come so many times. Interesting. Okay, an E. There we go. Of course, it's ERE. I hate words that are ERE. Like, why do you need so many E's? Why is one E not enough? Come on. Try to spell. You guys are always saying, spell it out. Spell it out. It never helps. And then I spell it out, and I just say come for an hour. Side events, best of 3, tournament statistics. Compromise, thank you. My life. Oh yeah, I think that's good for tournaments. I want to say ban LT, but I don't know. I don't have as much of an issue with the LT anymore, so. And I know it's not going anywhere. Like, I'm just kind of accepted it. Here, this is actually the part that I thought was going to take an hour to write. So, I might have lied. We're never going to get to do any of the other stuff because this is where I have a lot to say, but I'll try and condense it. Finally, got the Chrome Real Trio from set 11. I had to Chrome Giant. God, by God, the deck is so much more fun to play now. You're going to have to send me your list because I want to be able to test against that in case it comes up. I mean, add Evergreen Shield to 2. Evergreen Transhield too. Yeah, I'd rather that. I'd rather have more options that like stop the overtrigger. That's not just like a Regalia, but like, you know, just something that each deck can have access to, right? Like, I don't have a problem with like floodgates or like retire control decks, as long as every deck has an option that they can play that gets around that, then it's whatever, right? Then it becomes like an intricate game of like, okay, you know, how do I play around this? When it's just like, I retire everything and my deck requires a board full of units, it's like, the fuck am I supposed to do? Just not play for a couple of months until this deck is no longer good? Like, that's ass. But I don't think the OT is that big of an issue. They should ban Elderbruff. I'll say that much. But that's about it. In the anime, I have been very disappointed with the overdress Will plus dress anime. It seems that the episodes in the seasons are very rushed, and no time is given to do anything other than meet certain quotas, quotas, and move the plot along as quickly as inhumanly possible. Very much so. And Gun Ram, since when you made it the first time, we didn't have the G restriction. Perfect, thank you. I'll take a look at that. Move the plot along as inhumanly as possible. I feel like there is too much attempting to be done in the 12 episodes per season, but in the end only the surface level is accomplished and many other parts feel completely neglected. For example, at the start, I think it was Will Dress Season 1, right? Will Dress Season 1, there was much hype built up around the tournament and its participants. However, only a handful of these participants really got any time to shine and have still not even been shown, competing in the anime. This is just one example of a massive of each season having a I don't know what I'm trying to say there. I don't know how to put that into words. Was that only spoke a single sentence? Seriously. Like, I didn't even do anything, bro. Like, I still remember when they like put a post about the lyrical girl's birthday, and it's like she had like one line at that point. I think, right? Or maybe like no lines. It just showed her quickly like fixing her deck, and then that's it. They didn't show anything about her. It's just like, why did you pay these expensive voice actors to just not even do anything? Like, put them in Deer Days at least. Like, at least do that. Fucking spend your money somehow. Like, come on, guys. I don't know, I have a lot of things that I want to complain about, but in general, I think after the Uniformers arc is finished, there needs to be some time taken to just slow down and let viewers actually enjoy the world you are trying to create, as well as Vanguard. There. We're just gonna leave it at that. It's the anime. I don't have really any helpful things to tell you. My last point is that I wish an effort would be made to appeal to more casual players. This does not mean creating more beginner friendly products, but rather more content that can be enjoyed physically by players that do not want to compete in official tournaments. Okay, I'm done. I don't want to say anymore. I had 3 things to do on stream. I've done none of them so far. I am average, honestly. Actually, I'm unsatisfied. I've been very unsatisfied for a very long time. Since like set 9. I started out pretty good in set 9. Set 8 was good. Set 7 is pretty solid. Set 6, you know, all that stuff. And then as soon as set 9, it's just been... nothing's really made me happy, to be honest. I've just been kind of like here because I'm here. But I can't really say like, oh man, I love this game as much as I could before. So we're going to say unsatisfied. How long have I known about Y Shorts? A good while, technically. I don't know, recently. How long have I known about Reverse for You recently? One that I know about, Shadowverse Evolve? I guess more than a year ago. I heard about it when it first released. Have you bought about it? Yes, I did buy it pretty much as soon as it came out, more or less. On the following Tuesday, I'm kind of casual right now. I don't really play it, to be honest. I don't have anything to say about Shadowverse, to be honest. I'm pretty satisfied with Shadowverse. More I don't know how to say more non-girl collabs. Whatever. We'll just leave it at that. I really have nothing I can say. In general, more communication would be appreciated, be it for issues or be it for issues or more things would be appreciated. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Make the Hello Kitty collab, yeah, yes. Collabs for bed. Like it's not even. I don't even say it like that. I just don't. I just want like other shit. Like I don't know. I don't want horse girls and like pop idols, right? I kind of want other shit. It doesn't even have to be like super manly. It just has to not be cute girls. Cute girls are fine, but like I would rather things that are not just cute girls. Like a Hello Kitty collab is totally fine with me. Like I don't know, collab with Transformers or something. I don't even like Transformers, and that would be cool. I'm a dude. I guess I'm technically here. Where do I stay? What do you mean, where do I stay? I am in United States of America. My Twitter is CurlyHairedVanguard. Please actually send. Collab with BlazBlue? Yes, that would be dope. Something like that would be dope. Okay, God, Jesus. That took way too goddamn long. Sorry about that. I didn't expect that to take all stream. Alright, so that's finally sent. Yeah, I can't say much about Shadowverse. I really only play it every once in a while. What's got Guilty Gear? Vanguard can get BlazBlue? I don't really like BlazBlue, but I guess that'd be cool. I like Guilty Gear so much more, but I wouldn't hate that. I like some of the BlazBlue characters, but stuff like that would just be insanely cool. Okay, let me get some more water. Take a mini break after typing up my college thesis, and then we'll be back. We'll test heroes, and then we'll test heroes for like 2 seconds, and then we'll do a tier list. Okay. Now that Bushiroad has taken up all of our stream time, they can take the rest of it, I guess. That's sweet. Or maybe not, because we're going to be doing this in CFA, and I don't think they like that. I forgot to say stuff like damn it. I forgot to say, like, you know, make a new Vanguard 0 and make the Year Days not suck, or have more support outside of DLC and get an official client. Hopefully everyone else covered that. Ragnar Grade 3, of course you would like Ragnar. Of course you would like Ragnar, I knew it. Let me guess, you like Soul Bad Guy in Guilty Gear also, right? That heals a damage? Why would he heal a damage? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so let's take a look at this new hero real quick. Play Noel. Okay, I like Noel. I like the like blue guy, the like Kai Kisuke, but he's like really weird. So I don't like him, but I've only played like BlazBlue one. Can I play some like more hero like music? This is hero-esque. Sorry, can I just gimmick in BlazBlue? He has lifesteal? I don't remember. I just remember not liking him because he's basically Soul Bad Guy. So we basically just don't need to play this anymore, and we just play this. That's it. That's the deck. Problem solved. Well, no, I think we can take out one of this and one of this because we need Bubble Mines and one of this because now we use so much Counterblast. And we have more heroes. So our consistency is up, so having extra non-hero cards shouldn't be that big of a deal. Where is Booba Mine? There we go. I think this split is probably fine. I don't know if the red is still good. I've been going back and forth with it. I think red is still better, but maybe red is the better option. I don't really know. Let's leave it at red, I guess. But I don't really know. Ride line, we have to go back to Wired Fleiston, unfortunately. There we go. Other than that, it remains relatively the same. I would have liked to sneak in the Saikō card. I'm speaking your language. I would like to sneak in the Saikō card, but I can't do that. Yeah, that's just what it's gonna be. I'd like to play 4 of this. I don't know if I can. I can maybe play 1 less of this. I don't know. Because they kind of do the same purpose. This just has a really cool way of doing it. But all right, let's give this a quick test. I don't have the sound off. Oh, that's fine. That's probably really annoying. Anyways, draw 5. Okay, base off the top, pretty good. We'll put this back. Draw 3. That's fine. We can work with that. I really like the promo card though, so I might find a way to play more copies, but we'll see. So we'll draw for turn. I don't know, this. Ride, search deck, add base, shuffle, pass turn, take 1 damage. Oh, eat my ass. Stand and draw. I can technically discard Fouriel here. Play this. Activate base. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we can actually play this out. Or I almost forgot. I can search more than 1. Put this in base. There we go. Shuffle. This goes to hand. So what we can do here is we can do some crazy shit. So I can rest this to discard this. To play this. And I can counterblast to... Does it scout it? To call this and scout this. And to do that, I have to discard. So we're going to discard that. We can keep this here. And you can play this over here. And then we can, I guess, use this to put this in here. Draw 1, of course. And then Soul Charge 1. Of course. Which is fine. We can Soul Blaster and put it in base, actually. So now what we can do is we can go to battle. We can swing in here. Bam. And then at the end of the battle, we go ahead and we Soul Blast this. Retire this. We play this. And then we take the Fouriel that we just put in there. Add it to our hand. And then the base activates. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yikes-osaurus. Add this to hand. Put these 2 into base. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it really sucks that I have 1 in damage, 1 in drop, but that's just how it be. So then now this guy, he gets plus 10k. So we can swing in here. Swing, get a draw trigger, very nice. Draw. And then swing with 30. And end our turn there. Pretty solid turn. We're gonna have to take some damage here. So we can do something next turn. We're gonna hit a heal trigger. Let's say we push up to 3 so it doesn't activate. Let's go ahead and draw. We'll discard the draw trigger to ride. Galactic Hero Dianos. Unfortunately, we do not have anything. We're in the same issue that we've been in the entirety of this, where we just do not have yeah, We just do not have a guaranteed way to get 4 bases, but I mean, I did get unlucky with this, unfortunately. I have no way to add that back to hand right now. I can put her in base, but then I can't bring her back, which is kind of obnoxious until next turn. So I can guarantee next turn I can get a base. So I think I will, let's say we discard this, right? To add this to my hand. We'll call this, and this, and this. Go to battle. This gets 5. This gets 15. It doesn't. The order doesn't really matter. So we'll do this one first. Then we'll do this. Activate the power effect. First check. Nice. Second check. I guess nice. Rest. Put this here. Soul Blast 1. Gets a plus 15. We can do this one. This goes to Soul Countercharge. This gets retired. Soul Blast. And then we can grab whoever we want here, but I think we grab one of her, put her in base. Actually, no, it's the other way around. I'm sorry. We add this to hand. I mix up and I thought she added it. He added her to base, which is what I'm trying to do. But that's the Bolt Source over here that does that, unfortunately. And our turn on that. Then we get our ass ate out like a fucking buffet. They just spread our cheeks open. Ain't no coming back from that. So we can do this and this. Soul Blast, rest. Guard. Guard another one in case we need to. Okay. But now we're winning, right? Stand and draw. So I can do this. Where do I want to place her? I think I can place her here. Okay, boom. When is this place? If I have a B hero and a base was not put in my orders on this turn, I can Soul Blast 1, discard this, search up to 1 base and put it into my order zone. Boom. Right, shuffle, 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 shuffle. I only use taken out of context. Never. What do you mean? I've never said stuff that can be taken out of context. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I guess put this into base. Put this into base. Put this into hand. Right. Shuffle deck. She's not like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. She doesn't lock me out of bases for the rest of the turn. So now I can play another base. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So add this to hand. Put this in base so we can call it out. And that was it. I wish they had a button that just puts everything back to deck. Soul Charge? Oh. Right. Right. Soul Charge, yeah. Thank you. Context is a myth. Yeah. Fortunately, it was a heal. Alright. So that's there. That's there. I can't really do that again. But I can do this. No skill. And then play this, right? You get 5. You get 5. I have the CB to go fucking sicko mode right now. Because this says I have 3 more bases. Counterblast, retire, choose a scout, and call it, bro. You rush heroes, you're gonna get the shit beat out of you. Trying to my best to ignore the Battle Network bangers playing in the background. Oops, failed. Sorry. I hope it's not too loud, but I hope it's just as great bangery as it should be. Because I could go fucking 25, right? And then bet you block it. Okay, she pieces out. And then I can go and call out this here. He gets plus 25, right? We can go in here for 35. Then I can go in here for 33 or not, doesn't matter. Then again, counterblast. Retire. Call out this man's. What is the soul? Swing in here, pop effect, counterblast, crit. First check, crit. Second check, crit. We're gonna put it here. We're gonna have to move it. Then Soul Blast. Put this here. Right. Give this the crit and the power, bro. Get fucked and get fucked. What is happening here? Something for work. Hopefully nothing that I have to worry about. Yeah, our time is now, bro. That girl is insane. She's absolutely insane. Yeah, the fact that she could just counterblast, it feels like I'm playing like Angel Feather or something like that, or something from like Premium. The fact that she could just counterblast and swap for something else is insane. Absolutely cock level, bro. The only thing is, of course, you need like a bunch of counterblasts. So obviously stuff like Sulfury, the Hammer Hero, a bit robust. You cannot play that. You have to play like 4 of this. I think this is really good too, right? Because this lets you just put stuff back. This lets you recycle heroes. But yeah, I just don't know how to find space for all of this shit. Like, I almost feel like going crazy aggro and just fucking taking this guy out completely. She can call herself, right? Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says you call if you have a B hero. You in your order zone has 3, just counterblast call. So I could literally just go. That's why you can get 8 attacks. So you can literally just cycle through her, which is insane. And she, on Persona Rise, she hits for 25 every time. It's a grade 3 hero, Matt. I just don't see this how to fit him in, like, because the fact that we have to run Bubble Mine because we don't have a way to countercharge and we have so much counterblast, there's just no space for him. He's okay. I originally thought this was a grade 2, but the fact that it's a grade 3 kind of sucks. But he's alright. Because he's always going to be 18k, 28, which is fine. Then he says he scouts. For my hand, you draw. You go minus, right? Yeah, you go -1, and you get to restand the base. It's not like super helpful. It is nice to restand the base. Like, it's a nice option to have, but I don't think it's worth playing. The draw 1 is fine. Scouting something from your hand, don't really want to do that most times. I would rather have it in hand, but having him in base doesn't do anything aside from the fact that I can call him out with Amas. So he's kind of like whatever. I don't see him being super useful, but I could be wrong. He's your soul charge supply. I wouldn't remove him. Yeah, that is true. It's just, I don't know. Maybe we have to go down 1 Boltsaurus. I don't know. I just don't know. I think when she gains no power, so it's only 15k shield every time. Yeah. That's the good part. She's not like broken. She's just good, right? Which is great. But yeah. And I like also the fact that it's not like I have to go into 4 of her every time, right? Like, it's just there's like the potential is open, like you can actually do it but you don't have to kind of stuff, because there's a lot of decks right now in standard where it's like you always have to do the same thing every turn, otherwise you just die. But this, like, I have a lot more flexibility with my combos, which I really like. So I'm really looking forward to playing this. I just don't know the right ratios for everything. It has to be 4 of this, obviously 4 base. Everything else I don't know. Maybe I'll go down with Persona Ride? I don't know. I don't know. Play a game. Do you want to play me? Okay. Guess I don't know to play it. If you want to throw down, we can play. Okay, everyone. It seems like it's fine. I don't have to worry about that too much. We don't have to go like on Discord or anything like that. We can just do it really quickly because I have to find. Maybe I'll. I don't know. Maybe I'll. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to record the video. And then the other thing is, like, you have other options you can play, right? Because like now, where is it? I want to talk about this, but you can also play stuff like, you know, this is an option because you can use this to like fill up your soul. Since you discard so much, Combined Rusher isn't horrible because you can play bases pretty easily. But of course you don't have the counterblast for it. This is viable technically because stuff goes into your order zone in main phase, so you can draw a bunch of cards, but we just don't have space for this. this is viable, right? Because now you can actually have bases early. But what I hope is that it's not like there's just one hero list, that people actually explore different options, because you can definitely go a lot of different ways, right? Like I said, you can have more aggressive builds, more defensive builds, stuff like that. Hopefully Vanguard starts moving away from that concept where there's only one build for each deck and that's it. But alright, you're updating? No doubt. I don't know if that turn 2 play I did is usable. Because that's the thing you can do. You can get a very aggressive turn 2. I don't know if it's a good idea because of the CBA cost, but yeah, because Show was mentioning this earlier, like the only thing that actually hits for good numbers is Boltsaurus. Everything else hits like a wet noodle. Which also means that, you know, the rush is good. And if you could just get clapped, you can just use so much CB to come back, which is good. Which is, you know, something of another issue that I've seen in Standard is just like CB doesn't mean as much as it used to, right? It's more of a requirement rather than like something you can use to really like get back into the game. But I don't know. One version of each deck. Nuel, Nirvana, and Chronojet have their protagonist privileges, have 3 versions each. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. I mean, technically, yeah, if you're talking about like in premium and if you separate out all the different Nirvanas, but like in terms of like the builds, I mean, the specific builds, it's just been very straightforward. No one really, there's not really a lot of variations aside from like 2 techs or something like that. But I would like it to be where decks can just go in completely different directions. Like kind of how it was in like early Welstra, where people were playing different options for the grade 1. Like I want, you know, Overdress to be more open like that, where like there's just a lot more options rather than just the one build that is just optimal and that's it, it's solved, that's it, that's the only build to play. But we hit like what noodles besides Bold. Sulfury was the only other power gainer. Yeah, like I feel like this is too, like I get this is great, but if you don't have 3 bases, you can't do anything. So you have to play some copies of this. This has to be played at more than 1, and you have to see this. Like the fact that you can get bases so easily and tutor your cards out means that maybe you don't have to play max copies of everything. To be honest, because you play bases more often, you look at top 7, you know, so maybe you can get away with a like something like this. I don't know. This being only at 2 is kind of annoying, because being able to discard a base that you mulligan for was such a strong play, and you can't do that anymore because you might not have it, right? Because you might not see it, but it was such a strong play for you to be able to do, to just not have that dead card and then just be able to play it from drop. It was so good. But the fact that this is only deck kind of hurts, because, you know, if it goes to damage, if you soul charge it, you have no way to get that base, and you're going to only pay 4 of them. So Fate card almost put my playmat to shame. Shut up! I don't like Fate! Please, work! Stop sending messages. Okay. The optimal build happens a lot in TZ. Yeah, I know, but like, there's optimal build, but then there's just like only build, right? With like no tech options, no nothing. Nirvana, Overdress and Mixed Dress, Cookie Cutter, Early Aggro, Carol Realm version. But those are like over time. I'm saying like one specific time, multiple builds, right? And of the same deck, right? So it'd be like the Chrono Jet version, but like at the same time. So Chrono Jet kind of has that, but that's kind of about it. And that's just because that deck is dumb and actually gets to do all of that time. Yeah, it's almost time for drugs. I should make like a some sort of stream element that just like flashes or does something silly when it's that time. I didn't even see. I've never even seen this card. Curly said 12. Do we need this? Ooh. Well, not really. Not really. We kind of want to use our ride deck to put it in case we need it. Because we can get an extra booster or an extra attacker. How's that a dragon? It looks like a footballer. This thing, yeah. It's Vanguard. Dragons always be having fucking swords and fists and shit. This isn't favorite and allows for Chronojet to do the dumbest things, all while looking like the smartest person in the room, I guess. I haven't really seen it too much. It's seen a lot more narrowly because it's just whatever upstream or whatever it is, and just going to that, get GG or get a soul charger. That's kind of it. But this is only for products. This is for Avantgarde. I think this is good. Cannon Blast. Use a grade 3 grade from your drop. Oh yeah, this is fine. If it was Soul Blast 1 or something like that, or Discard 1, this would actually be playable, but I'll definitely get this in FFR though, or FR. Because it's just that Anne Hathaway is just so much better. You know, draw, counter charge, 2K, like, there's just no contest. Right, let me, in the meanwhile. Yeah. I'm so glad I snatched up. I'm a little upset that I didn't get the FFR Avantgardes, but they've been too expensive. But I'm glad I snatched up that for like 20 bucks each. Why is Avantgarde so expensive? Because of the new one that's coming out. So everyone in the market fucked it up because they think it's gonna be really good, even though it hasn't come out yet. But let's go here and connect. Who is Hero-ish? Whatever, it will be Toya for today. There we go. Victory is in set 13. Yeah. So I hope you guys got your copies because it's gonna be kind of hard to get. How do you find OT in second suit? You go to Cray Elemental and then go to Standard. Press the D at the bottom. And then you'll see Sanctitude, and if you go, you'll see the Regalias, and if you go to Grade 0, you'll see the OTs. I'll be at the usual tree hiding. That's what I thought, but it feels like it's been that price before Richter got announced. I don't know what it is now. But I know it was like $30 when Richter was announced. I don't know what it is now though. But yeah, it was kind of expensive. But it's just something weird about set 9. Now it's only 18, which is like okay. And like Unica has been really expensive for a long time. I don't really know why. I think it's just set 9. Something about set 9. Set 9 was a weird set in terms of like people buying it and whatnot. Let's see. What is really expensive in this set? I can't really tell you because I got, I'm sorry, a case for this set, so I already had everything, but because I know there was a lot of good things to get in this set. Like there was this, but this is like the FFR. I have one of these because I pulled it from a tournament prize pack that I got. I have 4 of these because I'm an idiot. I felt like getting it for some reason. Yeah, Unica should definitely not be so expensive. Like no one plays her. I don't understand why she's so expensive. Really, I think you got FFR every day, but yeah. I don't know what it was. I think this set was just not bought. I don't know why. But it was just not bought. I guess because a lot of the decks from it weren't super strong. Even though Wellstrow was good out of this, and these two were kind of fun to play at the time. But I guess just because everything was wasn't as strong. But now they're realizing they need these cards, right? Oh man, I bought this for like 30 bucks, but whatever. Grand Fiat doubled, yeah. I wanted to get freaking Grand Fiat too, FFR, but bro, the worst. Gonna build a new chaos. I have it built already, actually. I built it over the weekend. I've been testing it. Really like it a lot. But yeah, this was a really good set because we had these reprints, right? We got these guys that I've seen play in a bunch of decks. These guys are really cool. This is super, you know, good in a couple of decks. Reprint. This guy sucks. Fuck Strider. Should have gotten him with $10. This is an FFR for $2. Hold up, we're buying this. Excuse me, a $2 FFR. Unbelievable. I know it sucks ass, but hello. Say less. $2 FFR done. Bought mine. Mushrooms was really good. Sargon was really good. What? Sorry. Okay, sorry. That was really good. To do the ride deck, you just have to do it in the deck editor. Go to just control click. So control click. But yeah, this was really good. This is actually $3 now. Okay, so if you want your Unicas, get them now. This might just be one listing, but yeah, she's been like $10 for that. For like forever. This has been $8 for like forever for some reason. This jumped up, but now it finally went down. This got bought out. The packs are $4, which is funny. That's the cheapest I've seen a pack on here. Get these while you can. These are good. Just because it's FFR or FR. But you don't really use Clean Sweep as much anymore, but he will be good in the future. Tide Line is probably going to get really good. So maybe pick that up. This is going to get bought out when Bastion comes out, so make sure you get that. You're getting a accidental market watch video, sorry. Or not video, but stream. Get your Boba Mines ASAP. Boba Mines really good. Soldier's really good. Get Soldier. This doesn't see play anymore. This you might want to get because Welster's getting supports or might become good. Who knows? She was 24. Oof. This is okay. I guess pick it up if you want. Grumpy is nice and cheap, which is nice. Get your painkillers. You might need those. Lord might make these unplayable or unbuyable, so make sure you get these. Get your FR heals. Get them now before there's 4 stride decks out in the market. Get this FFR while you can. Get your plant tokens also, right, while they're still somewhat cheap. Get this while you can. Maybe Jamil. Bro, I can't believe the FR is only a cent more than your normal copy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, get your mushrooms. Get as many mushrooms as you can. Every time that you have a chance, just buy a mushroom. What else is there? Maybe get adults if you want to play Magnolia Mask. I think that's about it, to be honest. Everything else is kind of whatever. So tell people to buy shrooms. I've had so many shrooms and I've already run out, bro. Why is the grade 1 strategy in FR not the grade 3? Yeah, it's the worst because the grade 3 and grade 2 are commons. It's so annoying. You don't even want to play the grade 1. I mean, you might with Richter, but we'll see. This is 10 cents. That's insane. Talk about heroes being cheap. But yeah, get your heals, especially in FR. Get them as soon as you can, because they might see a lot of play when we have 4 stride decks. If I'm wrong about that, trust me, you'll be fine. I think that's about it. But yeah, there was just a lot of good stuff in the set. But I think there wasn't just a like standout deck, right? There was just good random support cards. So it's the same thing with like set 7 minus, you know, Youthberg was kind of the same thing. So I think that's why it didn't do so well. But all right. Speaking of which, let's go back here. There you are. Wait, come back. Come back. come back. Show, come back. No, no, Twink 69. I don't want to play with you. You're stuck? Where the hell are you? Evil bad. Oh, evil bald. I mean, sorry. Oh, there you are. Okay. Wait, stop, stop, stop. There we go. All right, you made me come out of hiding. All right. / sales. I go first. Put this at the bottom, put this at the bottom, put this at the bottom, put this at the bottom. 5. Oof. Trying to get a base out of that, but okay. Guess we got ourselves MLB out here. Do you like the grade 2 dark states that on attack is so less 3 to gain 5k and draw? I don't think so. Oh, from set 11? I don't think it's good in like any deck, to be honest. I can't think of any deck where that's like actually usable. We can voice call if you want. Maybe next time, because I might only be able to do one. So it's gonna be very short. But alright, let's whoops, don't look at the extra deck. Alright, we'll draw. Ride face, sorry. Oof. I don't want to skip ride. Sorry, because I know I have to take my drugs and then I have to go eat dinner. Skill, add base. And turn. Yeah, I just don't see where that's usable. Like, it's not usable. You can't use the order effect in Barrow. You can't use it in Bruce. Like, you can, like the old Bruce. You can't use it in Vietnamese Bruce. You can't use it in Chaos because you don't want to Soul Blast 3. You don't want to Soul Blast 1 either. No god. You don't really want to use it in Chrono Deck because you don't play any orders. You don't want to do in okay. Right click to drive check. Yeah, it's maybe using both of these. You can use it there. But that's kind of about it. Cool, I got 2 bases, I guess. Like, I would love to discard this and then try and get what's his face, but like, I don't know if I have that. I'm gonna get a base out of this, so I guess it's fine. So discard base, ride into this, go into main. Please stop vibrating. I have to do this first. All right. I have a B hero, and a base was not put in, so I can't use it this turn. Let's discard Fouriel. And then I just straight up search it. It's not even like top 6 or whatever. It's just fucking search it and play it, bro. It's just crazy. Some people said it was great, so you bought it. Like, I'm sure it'll be useful because it's like generic, but I just can't see a good application for it right now. Oh, I have to Soul Blast as well. And I put it into Order Zone. Okay, and then now for the base. Okay, I think I'm supposed to reveal, right? Oh no, I just look at it. Okay. So 1. Yeah, we got it. 2 and 3. Head. Base. And then call. I haven't even played a base yet, bro. I haven't even played a base. That's crazy. Oh my god, I didn't even play a base this turn. Oh, that's crazy. I just got 2. Oh no, I did get 3. Damn, so Oh my god, this is crazy. I almost forgot that I didn't play a bass yet. I'ma have 3 bases on turn 2, bro. I guess add 4 to base to hand. Put this to soul charge. I could put this into draw, but def. So we go to battle. Swing with this guy. And you can't use the 1 in your drop as well, or am I bugging? No, I can't use it. I think you meant can, right? We'll see. Soul Blast. I should Soul Blast at the other card is fine. Retire. Choose a scouted card. Put it into my hand. So I should just put this in there just to draw it back, but it's fine. Let's add this, right? And then take base. Structure was right, yeah. And then play base. And then fucking look at top 7. Bro, this shit's insane. Like, I've already taken out like 6 cards, 9 cards, 10 cards from my deck. 10 cards have been taken out of my deck. Maybe even more. I don't even know anymore. Whoops. Whoops. Well, whatever, that's fine. Soul charge. Right. Swing in here. Like, he's at 37 cards. I'm already at 26. He has 11 more cards than I do, bro. Yeah, I just soul charged for whoops. I just soul charged for thing. Check. Okay, nothing. Like, that is insane. Wednesday, Tuesday. Okay. And like, had he not hit the defensive, I could have still gotten a bunch of attacks, plus and everything. Like, oh my gosh. Eating good. Sure. Alright, left ping goes by real quick. Sure. Drugs have been taken. Sure. That's crazy that I already have. I can get a 4th base if I want to, and that's it. I'm done. So I don't know. Maybe this guy is only a 2 of, because he's still good. But yeah, this is definitely, Bubble Bind is definitely a must-have, because we just be using Counterblast out the wazoo. Okay. I don't know, maybe I lied, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to do tier list today. We might have to do it Thursday, or might just have to do it off stream. I don't know. I'm sorry. I spent way too much time on that server. I did not expect to spend so much time on that server. I'm so sorry. There you go. Nice. Draw. No card. Oof. Oof. Blaymac, yes. 100% X-Fault. First check, second check, crit power. Yep. Evil Ascendo in the draws. That's probably player anyways. We're gonna play it anyways. It was his fault somehow. Discard, ride. It is nice that I already have this active. How do we want to do this? He's on grade 2. This isn't locked to grade 2, bro. It's not even locked to grade 3. Oh my god. I feel like there's so much I can actually do now. Because I could discard this to put Bold back in. To call another Bold. And have this here with the bulb of mine. Oh. Okay. So first base, discard this. To call out this. And skill Bold, counterblast, call it out. And put my girl here. Yeah, it's got it. And then play and play. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say I'm missing something. There we go. So 5k, 5k. Go to battle. Bro, it's not even if I attacked Vanguard. Every time I read this card, every time I read her, she gets better. I can even swing into this and swap out. Oh my god, I don't even have to attack Vanguard. At the end of the battle, this unit attack. Full stop. Attack here for 15. The red hashtag under the base. So counterblast, retire. Fucking just do it again. Oh my god, that can't be right. That cannot be right. That's insane. She has +5. This is too much. She dead, bro. She dead. Just let her die. So countercharge, skill, counterblast, retire. I won't do it again because I want to use the counterblast for this. Oh my god, she's like a fucking she's like a freaking she reminds me like Marichka from Vanguard 0, bro. That's insane. Alright. Okay. Effect. Soul Blast, rest. Okay. Whew. I'm glad you got Heroes as your first decks. Yeah, Heroes are gonna be real good. You just need to get the promo and just wait for this card to come out. I wish I got the Brand Gate split during Festival for Boba and Front Triggers. Yeah. Rachel's Char. Sharing about Shields Valley though, yeah. I do have 2 of these, so it's not too bad. But yeah, the fact that I have 3 dead cards kind of does suck against MLB here. But just I'm okay losing all of my games. Please God, don't want this to be a thing. I'm okay losing all of my games as long as I get to bounce this as many times, because that feels so good. I did the drugs, thankfully. It feels so good to be able to. It feels like I'm playing actual Vanguard, that I can swing, counterblast, call out the same card. It just feels so good. I can't tell you how good that felt. Oh my God, I have never been able to do that in Overdress, except for like maybe Minerva. That felt so good. Like I keep rereading the card to make sure it says what it's supposed to say. But like, oh my God, that was so hype. Oh man. Yeah, that makes sense. Nerdyasm, yes, absolutely. Especially as someone that pays wanting to play Pale Moon, to be able to basically do that, but with heroes, like, you have no idea how happy I am. Sure. 18. I should have just taken it, but sure. Why is it only 30? Huh? That's weird. Should be that. I don't know why it did it like that. But yeah, 2 to pass. Oof. Oof. I'll live another day. Now I just need to Persona into Bulba Mine. Okay. I need to Persona into Bulba Mine, and we're good. No, but that's not half bad. I do have base, which is good. I mean, I could just swing. To be honest, if you didn't check PGs, I could just swing. Let's get that shit out of the deck. Put that one actually in base and give me this. Don't check it, please. So I can't bold swords. I can still call from deck, but it's just gonna be for real. So let's get rid of this for now. I forgot I could have guarded from base, but oh well. Let's call out the Forial. Let's do this, this, and this. This gets 5. This gets plus 15. This puts something in my hand. I don't think I want to do that right now. No. Yeah. Let's just go to battle. Let's do. So I can't get the counter blast, but I can still do multi attack. Phew. I had crit and Boulevard. Okay. You're gonna go burrow with French Leonard. French Leonard. Be too salty. See if it went up first. Sure. Yes, save replay versus show 001. I might actually do that for something. Okay. Can I go here and not get bothered, hopefully? Okay. Yeah, so fortunately I do have to go. We ran out of time. I don't know what I'll do. I need a video for tomorrow. I'll either postpone the Band Dream video, or maybe we'll do something. We'll do a different video on Thursday on stream. And I'll try to do the Bang Dream crit video tier list sometime tomorrow. I'll upload that tomorrow. Come on. People merely reacted that French Leon upload this game on your channel easier. I might actually do that, to be honest. French Leon will be maybe I'll do that instead tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I could do that. We'll see. Will be broken, be held till 0. She has some issues here and there, but the deck's bonkers now more than ever. Honestly, I'm impressed by how Rosium and the Luster Dragon alone make basically your noise so much better. Your turn 2 doesn't suck anymore. Yeah. I spoke video in 5 minutes probably. I do have a couple of other videos that I can upload. I just haven't edited them. But alright. Yeah, so that'll do it for today. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Sorry that we didn't do everything as planned. We did 2 out of the 3. We'll do the 3rd one maybe Thursday or something else. But I'll owe you guys a YouTube video on stream for sure. Otherwise, that was dope as hell. Thanks, Joe, for playing. Thanks for sitting by while I did the survey. And until then, hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, night, evening. Take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard and have yourselves a damn good one. And this time, I put auto stop, so when I end the stream, it won't stay on for 9 hours. Pointless junk food. I'm gonna actually eat not junk food.